rusty axe head, your eyes glaze over. Then your love takes over, and you say, oh baby, look what you found. And every time I tell you another scary story about snakes and rabid rovers and mad homeowners, well, you say, I'm happy you are safe and sound. You're a saint. Oh yeah, you're a saint.
Well, it's a little overcast today. We are heading to a town that was taken out by a tornado several years ago. My understanding is they have a marker there, and that's all that's left of the town. Figured since we were heading east anyway, it would be fun to swing by there and check it out. Okay, so here is the sign for Manchester. And it says it's got a town site monument if we make a left. So let's go check it out and see what's there. So we're just driving up one of the main roads in Manchester to see what all is left. And there isn't much. This is even more of a ghost town than that last place we were detecting. But that's some kind of structure too.
It's no trailer house.
And it is right on the railroad line. And this is the monument that marks the town. So this is all that is left of the town of Manchester, South Dakota. And these are the people that, family names, the people that used to live here. So this is actually kind of a cool little monument here. It's got the stories of some of the original people that lived here. This guy Harvey Dunn and Grace Ingalls Dow. He was a painter and illustrator who was born on his parents' homestead in 1884. Oh, this is actually interesting. This is related to Laura Ingalls Wilder's books. Grace Pearl Ingalls was born in 1877 in Burr Oak, Iowa. And after she grew up with her family in De Smet, she became a teacher in Manchester. She met and married Nathan Dow in 1901. Their farmstead was a mile from the town of Manchester near Redstone Creek. She passed away in 1941, is buried in the De Smet Cemetery. This is kind of interesting. Let's see what else we got here. This is the information on the Manchester tornado. And it is in June 24th, 2003. It says just past supper time at about 7:30 p.m., Tuesday, June 24th, 2003, the sky virtually fell on Manchester. A devastating F4 category tornado with winds of more than 200 miles an hour came thundering in from the south. It hovered over the town, destroying the artifacts of Manchester's 122-year history, then thundered north toward the township line, obliterating 2 farmsteads that stood in its path. Buildings, clothing, family photos, furniture, appliances, trees, nearly everything was mangled, shredded, and vacuumed into the sky, often dropped miles away. Some of the town's 6 remaining residents were seriously injured. So apparently at that time, there were only 6 people left in the town. Okay, so friends and neighbors did whatever they could to help. Nothing would ever quite be the same, but most everyone agreed on one thing. The massive storm could destroy our buildings, but could not take away the spirit of Manchester. The National Geographic Society, which devoted a cover story, a television special, and an exhibit at its headquarters in Washington, D.C. to the Manchester tornado, observed that as the center of the tornado approached, air pressure dropped 100 millibars in 12 seconds. That's the biggest drop ever recorded, said tornado researcher Tim Samaras, like stepping into an elevator and hurtling up 4,000 feet in 10 seconds. Wow. Manchester, South Dakota, population 150,000 people.
Whoa!
On August 27, 1961, more than 150,000 people converged on a patch of land just south of Highway 14, for the Dakota Territory Centennial Gold Rush. Oh, this is fun. Hundreds of contestants, each armed with gold shovels, dug for prizes that went up in value to $10,000. Oh, that sounds like it would have been way fun to go to. Of course, the event was like a magnet for politicians and entertainers, including band leader Lawrence Welk. He was joined by young television cowboy actor named Clint Eastwood. A carnival and fireworks display lit up the skies. Festivities included an amateur talent show, a square dance festival, and a Boy Scout camporee. Alright, so somewhere around here, just south of Highway 14, which that's Highway 14, so it'll be on the other side over there, they had this Stampede Gold Rush thing, and if they did this in 1961, maybe they dropped a bunch of coins while they were out looking for gold. Okay, so this is the marker for the Dakota Territory Gold Rush in 1961. And the real trick would be to figure out who owns that field now and get permission. So it's actually pretty cool. We're just driving through DeSmet, which is the home of Laura Ingalls Wilder and the Little House on the Prairie series. And it looks like this place is quite built up with newer houses. A lot of these look like they're 70s and 80s build right along the highway. And there goes the giant pheasant.
Okay, today we are at an old park, town established in the 1850s. Rose over there, Starry's over there, searching for something. Come along, it's been fairly quiet so far. Haven't had a whole lot of tones, we haven't been here very long. Well, here I had not a very good signal at all. It hit about 81, 82, and then it would drop in the 60s and would disappear. Flipped up the plug, didn't have anything in the plug. Dug down a little deeper, and quite a ways down I scraped up some more dirt, and there's a silver rim right here. So let's see what this is. It's a silver dime for sure. Looks like this might be a mercury dime. Let me find some water, I'll get a date for you, but looks like a mercury dime. So not a very good signal, so sometimes you gotta dig those. You never know what's gonna be down there. Okay, I'll get a picture here once I get some water on it. This one was a 1918 Merc. This one had a 52, about 6 inches, so I flipped it up, had a tone in the plug and straightened around, and there's an impression where it was right here. There's a nickel. Okay, looks like 1885. I'm not sure if you can see that. 1918 Merc, 1885 V nickel within 10 feet, so this is old ground, good spot. Hey guys, today we were at a park that was established as a public square in 1854. Come along here, I had a 81, 82, probably a dime, I would say normally signal, but I flipped this up and I already looked at the back of it, but we have a great seal button here. It's by far the best find of the day. So we'll keep going, see what else we can find here. I have to apologize for the wind, it's really windy up here today, top of this hill. So given the fancy design on this spoon, I thought it probably would be silver. Even on the back it's got quite a bit of fancy, but unfortunately you probably can't read that, but it says Oxford silver plate. So not a silver spoon, but kind of a fancy one regardless. Alright, we'll keep looking, see what else is here. Hey guys, we're back again. Had a not too good a signal. Pretty deep. Dug down, I felt something kind of solid. I decided I'd dig it up anyway. It's kind of easy digging here, and look what I dug up. It's a double-headed axe. Went down there a long ways, but this is an old farmstead. I'm not sure if it's a homestead or not, but pretty old. This has been in the ground a long time, so it's kind of cool. Alright, let's see what else we come up with. Well, I guess today must be axe head day, because about 5 minutes ago I found a double-sided one. Come along here and here's another one. They're down there pretty deep like the other one was, but the single axe head here. So that's interesting. On to the next one.
just finishing up with the raffles. We're going to be doing the seated hunt pretty soon. I went ahead and switched over to my ATMAX so that I could work with a machine that I'm really familiar with. Looks like they're still raffling on more. I also went ahead and got a hand digger because everything is going to be just pretty much flung out there. We got Eric a hand digger too. And over there is where they're going to be doing the seated hunt in just a little bit. So, I'll do that. I also went ahead and switched phones since my other phone died. And that's about it. We'll be back to get this started in a few minutes. Oh, I think maybe it shut down itself. Still a few people hunting. Okay, so we just came back in from the hunt, and this is the stuff I got. I got a Morgan, got 6 marks, I got 3 Indians, 2 V-nickels, and a clad dime that was just underground. I was looking at this underground, it looks like it might be gold and stuff, so it's kind of neat. It was not part of the seated hunt. Eric got 4 marks, he got 2 Indians, and a V-nickel, and a Weedy, and a clad dime. And he's a happy man. Say hi.
Hi, happy man.
And I'm a happy girl. So this was a fun hunt. We are going to go find something else to do before the night hunt. So we're still negotiating what that is going to be, but we'll be back as soon as I have something else to share.
Deep in the woods, it was ringing real good. 10 inches down with a solid sound. Mule shoe, you're so sweet. I'm gonna take you home with me. I dug it up for my baby, but he doesn't want it, no. He says, go wash your hands. Look what I found underground for my baby, but he doesn't want it, no. 'Cause I dug it up out in a field with my ears peeled. All alone, I got a good tone. Silver dollar, you're so sweet. I'm gonna take you home with me. I dug it up for my baby, but he doesn't want it, no. He says, go wash your hands. Look what